Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Savitri from All Things Beautiful, and I have been thinking to do a recycling project with newspaper. So I suddenly had an idea, why not tea stain it and do something nice? So here I have a cup of tea. I have just filled hot water and put a tea bag inside and let it soak, and all the tea essence come inside the water. And I have some newspaper with me, and I also have this book, which is a very old music book. So I wanted these music notes from the book, and this is going to look really nice when we stain the pages with tea. So what this does is when you stain your pages with tea water or tea stained, um, so it gives it a very nice natural vintage and antique look. So all you do is just dip your brush in the tea water and just brush all over your paper. You can give more strokes, or once the paper dries, the first layer dries, you can paint it over with tea to give it a more denser look. Or just one layer is also fine. The more concentrate your tea is, it will give you that color. Or you can just take the tea bag and just brush all over. So I'm doing this for all my music notes paper and also the newspaper, and dry them completely. Once the paper dries, you will get a very nice tea stained paper. So here I am going over the dried paper with another layer here and there just to give it that gradient stained look. So you can do that until you are satisfied. So this is the dried paper. So you can see that it has a very lovely tinge and gives it a very vintage look. So I'm just tearing the paper here, just random tearing. There is no specific way of tearing or anything. Just medium sized pieces, neither too small or not too big. Just keep tearing all your paper and keep it ready. And this is what I have. Now I have lit up a candle. What we are going to do is we are going to burnish or burn the edges of this paper. You keep a rag cloth next to you so that in case the paper starts burning, then you can just put it off. So just lightly take your paper and lightly show the edges of your paper to the flame and burn them. You can see that it has given a beautiful burnt finish on all the toned pieces. Now I have my cleaned bottle here, and I have taken Mod Podge. It's a decoupage glue. You can also use Fevicol and water in equal quantities. So now what I'm doing here is I'm just brushing some glue on my bottle and pasting these pieces of paper. Put a coat of the glue over the paper as well to seal it completely. Now the way I'll be pasting here is I will be overlapping the pieces onto each other. Excuse me, sorry. I will be overlapping the pages onto each other and pasting them. So this will give me a nice effect. So what this does is it gives you a beautiful antique effect, and when I overlap the pieces of paper onto each other, all these burnt edges that you see are going to give me a very beautiful effect. So similarly, complete the entire bottle. Make sure to put a layer of the decoupage glue on top of the completed bottle as well. So this will seal your paper and give it a longer life. Now here I have a very vintage image here. You can take it from a magazine or a decoupage paper or any cutout that you see anywhere. You can pretty much take anything, or a flower or a butterfly, any picture that you want you can take. And I have chosen a vintage image here. This kind of matches my tea stained bottle as well, because it has tinges of brown and red and those kind of colors. So I'm placing my image, it's slightly bigger, so I'm just cutting off a part of the image. So like I said, you can choose any picture or image that you want. You can print it out from the net or anything. Again, I'm using my decoupage glue, and I'm going to be pasting this image on my bottle, place it wherever I want, and I'm going to be sticking it. And I will also be giving a generous layer of the same decoupage glue over my image, so that it is completely sealed and stuck to my base, which is the bottle. So now, just to give some little more drama and extra effects to my bottle, I am going to be making some flowers out of the same tea stained paper. So what I've done here is I have just cut some flower scallop patterns using this paper. So I'll be showing you that as well. Take a circle, cut a circle first, fold it into half, and fold it again into a quarter, and one more fold, and you get like a small pie shaped piece. Now cut this pie shaped piece like a petal, like a curved, give a curved cut on top, and when you open you will get a nice scalloped flower petal shape here. So I will be cutting few sizes of the same shape to stack it up and form a flower. So I have some, I have different sizes of the same pattern here, and I'm going to just be stacking these up to form a nice, beautiful flower. So before that, what we'll do is we will just give it, enhance these petals a little more. So what I'll be doing here is I will just be painting the edges with archival ink. You can also use acrylic ink, or you can use some um, color pencils, or acrylic colors or anything. I'm using an archival ink here, or any ink that you have. You can even use some acrylic paints to do this. So I'm just taking a sponge brush and taking some of the ink and just brushing the edges of the petals. This just enhances and gives a little more depth to our flowers, because these are just tea stained paper. So just to give it a little more depth. And here I'm using a brown archival ink. I will you like I said, you can use even acrylic paints. So when you're using acrylic paints, what you do is just run them down a little bit with water and then use them. You can actually see how nice and burnished vintage effect this is given. Now to just add a little more a class, and what I'll be doing is add some gold to these edges. So I'm taking some gold ink here, and I'm just to give a little more richness to the flower, I added some gold to the edges. Now I'll stack these petals with some glue gun. I'm just sticking these different sizes one on top of each other, and I'm just squishing them to give a little shape to it. I have some beads with me here. You can take any beads, gold or pearl or whatever you like. Just put a dot of the glue and add a bead, and voila, look how beautiful our simple newspaper, tea stained newspaper, has given us a beautiful flower, so vintage, so shabby chic, so classy. It really, really looks nice. You can use these flowers to decorate many different things around your house. Now to finish off, I'm just going to add some burlap rope that I have, a twine, anything that you want you can use. These are just extra enhancements. You can do these things as per your liking. So I'm just wrapping some twine or the burlap thread rope that I have here on top of the bottle. And there is a little bit of space of the lid there, so I will just give it some copper color to just match it, and I'm also brushing the same copper color over my twine. So this will kind of blend with my vintage paper background, and that's what I have done. And I am dry brushing the same copper color all over my bottle, just to give some depth and drama in my whole bottle. Now I'm using a water-based varnish and varnishing my entire bottle completely. So this will seal my bottle. Now I'm going to paste these flowers that I made with the tea stain paper just on the neck of the bottle to make it look more vintage and classy. And here's our beautiful tea stained bottle ready. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Those burnt edges give it a beautiful effect. And those paper flowers are just gorgeous. I can't get enough of them. I have made so many more and used them in different projects. You can use them around a photo frame or anything. This looks really, really nice. So please do try it on. If you have any doubts in how to make these, do let me know, leave a comment, and I'll be more than happy to clarify any doubts or help you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video tutorial. This technique can be used to create many, many more different objects. Um, so do subscribe if you have not already, and show some love and support me. Thank you so much and happy crafting. Bye bye.